No, Brian, it's step, pivot, turn, gyrate twice. And then the part where it's like, I'm going to go out, I'm going to let myself get absolutely. So that's when you take off your
Thank you.
shirt, dude.
Okay, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's just, I feel like we have to go over this and over this. Is
Well,
Crystal still mad? Like, you did tell her that we didn't make out, just our characters did in our.
he doesn't understand.
I knew she wouldn't, dude.
She,
Anyway,
she,
are we gonna? Should we start the podcast soon? Because I'm pretty
I mean,
tired.
probably pretty soon. It's pretty late.
All
Christmas,
right.
the day after Christmas. Oh,
This
hold on a
goddamn
second.
smelly sweater. Just let me know when you're ready to record.
I got news for you, dude.
It's
We've actually
raining,
been
man.
recording.
Hallelujah. What? Oh my God, Brian. I can't believe it. Did we accidentally
Oh,
start recording?
we did like two
Oh,
minutes ago.
Lord.
This is very,
Jeez.
very embarrassing. But
Well,
here
cat's
we
out
are.
of the bag.
Here we are.
Where are
And
we, Brian? Who are
well,
we?
we are here at the Tonto Demise podcast. I'm Hillbillies on PCP. Tonto Bowl 6 champ sitting here with.
I am Disco Danny Brandon AIDS, your current fifth place world champion. I beat Maddie by the slimmest.
Oh my goodness,
This was the
I
dumbest
saw
thing.
that.
Like, good. It'd be cool if like the game mattered, but HN takes it 50 yards to the house. He gets the 100-yard bonus, right? It was like a 14-point touchdown, and I won
Oh,
by .05. So suck it, Maddie. That's my first piece of unfinished business. And
what?
my only other
Yeah.
piece is with Disco, last week's Disco, who was saying things like tree size loseriest loser. I
Yes.
don't think those
Yes.
things, dude. Um,
Can see
it's
from
just a
the top.
character I play. Look, first of all, I love the two guys. Both the guys that made the
Me
finals,
too.
dude.
Me too.
I'm pretty pumped for both, but being the fact that I've never won and it's been a long time too, I wouldn't wish this shit on anybody. So yeah, I'm pulling for both these guys. I'm still pulling for Tree real hard, so
All
hard,
right.
Brian. I'm
Me
pulling
too.
for him. And I'm pulling, and if Tree doesn't get it done, there are worse people in the world than Ed Logger. I love Ed Logger.
Yeah.
Um, on a whole different level, dude. Like, I don't know. I talk to him on the side, and sometimes, like, if I'm going through a tough time or something, like,
Yeah.
I'll vent to him and he'll listen. And, like, he's just a good friend. I love the guy. So, both these guys deserve to be where they're at. And it sucks that there can only be one Brian, but there
I,
can only be one. And we're going to find out this fucking week
I
after all
love it.
these weeks. I'm
Yes.
excited. You're
There.
excited.
I am very excited as well. I mean, like you said, both of these dudes are great human beings, great fantasy football managers. They both deserve to be here, and I'm pulling for Trio slightly harder because he'll be closer draft, and he's been in it for 22 years, so give the guy a break.
22, dude.
Uh,
Wow.
and unfortunately, it will make you the loseriest loser, but you know what? You'll get that monkey off your back. He's been living
Listen,
with you
dude.
forever.
If tree size winning is what has to happen to make me the loseriest loser, so be it. And I will. And I'll carry that shit proud. And I'll invent my own jersey, Brian. I'll get like a
Yeah.
Troy Smith jersey, right? Or somebody somebody that never won it all.
Oh, that's great. That's a great
I could
idea.
get a Dan Marino,
A
Matty
Jim,
Nice.
yeah,
Some of these guys just don't win
dude,
championships, Brian.
Jim Kelly.
Julio. Zero
Yeah,
rings for Julio.
I think,
Calvin.
dude,
Barry Sanders.
yeah, I think one of the Bills though would be the best, just because before Falls of Buffalo, like I feel like that would be the best.
I got to tell you, dude, I never felt bad. For some reason, I didn't like Marv Levy as a coach. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't like Jim Kelly. I thought Thurman Thomas was ugly and his face mask looked dumb. And he was a poor man's dude because people would talk about him because he was starting at Oklahoma State over Barry Sanders, right? So
yeah,
people would talk about like how comparable they were and all this shit. And it's like, no, dude. You're a poor man's Barry. You're a poor man's Emmett Smith. So I don't know. Andre Reed, I never was a huge James Lofton. Some of these guys, I just didn't pull for these guys. So
okay. Yeah,
they had white linebackers. I'm not a fan of that.
all right. Well, you figure out once True Size wins, you figure out which jersey is going to represent the loseriest loser and wear it to the
Yeah,
draft next year.
it's got to be like a Bernie Kosar or somebody from
Yeah,
Cleveland.
that's
You know what I
pretty good
mean?
actually. That's actually
Yeah.
really good.
I,
I got two pieces of unfinished business. First off, I mean, I feel like we kind of glossed over the main story. We buried the lead. I mean, Craig's done. Craig is out. I know you have slightly different feelings, but the way I look at it is Christmas came early. He's a great manager. He put some great squads together, but do we want to see him break all the records? No, we don't want to see him
Nah.
three-peat back to back, take all the money. So that's my first piece of unfinished business. In all good fun, Craig, I'm so glad that your team lost, and I hope you never win another Tonto Bowl in your life. That would, yeah. So that's why I'm wearing the Santa hat. Christmas came early. Yesterday was just gravy. And then my other thing is like I know this is going to sound like Kevin Bean talking because him and I like to change this league more than anybody. I really think we've brought it up before. We should do the losers bracket, not because I'm about to win it against Gags this week, although his defensive score has got to be sick. He played Baltimore. Um, I think it would make keep
It was
everybody
35.
interested.
I added it.
What was it?
35.
Okay, that's a solid outing. I really think that it would give everybody something to play for. We wouldn't have to do this stupid draft lottery that everybody waits around for forever. And it used to be fun when Deli and I did videos. Now it's lame because Craig's just talking to ladies out in Florida, like
And the
random,
duck
like
race was rigged, and my balloon flew off, and that made me draft Le'Veon Bell, who didn't even play. I blame you and your loss of balloons. Like your shit was at least semi-rigged, dude. Not full blown Z's, but you had HIV for sure.
that's so funny. They're at least more fun to watch. Okay. But yeah, I think that it'll make things interesting. Not because I'm about to be gagged in the loser championship, but I think that we'd already have a draft order set immediately. To win the back-to-back Tonto would be more and more difficult if you got the 12th pick. So I'm putting it out there now, and I think we should have a winter meeting like we talked about. Even if it's not on Zoom, just do it through the lineup, just through a messenger to chat. I think we need to have rule changes done like the next week or two,
Yeah.
and then move on and forget about the league until like June, July, and then we get back into it.
First of all, and another piece of unfinished business is the fact that some fucking skank bartender down in Miami decided that I had to have the 10th pick. Like, this was the year to be in the middle, dude. Like, look at all the teams in the middle.
It's
We're
true.
nice and creep, dude. This bitch fucked me, dude.
She
And
did.
if I ever get down there to the South Beach or something, I'm gonna find her and be like, look, you got a problem with Brandon? You got me the 10th pick. You fucked me, dude.
I could have had
Well, I'm gonna
Saquon.
like punch her in the tit and run, dude. That's it.
That is so funny. My other quick question for your unfinished business was, did you actually tally up the scores between you and Declan? Like, is that legit? Was that with defenses and everything?
No, actually, well, no. And the thing is, first of all, Maddie set his lineup like a nerd. He put in
Yeah.
KW3. Like, I didn't change my shit, but actually, I would have won by like 4 or something.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I like it
The
a lot better the
point,
way that it is.
yeah, the
Yeah,
point
yeah.
of five or whatever.
Yeah, no, his D actually got 0. Mine got a couple more, and I think I got another point or so, like in kicker
Yeah.
pluses, but that's another thing. Like fucking kickers. You don't think 21 from Sanders is enough? No, it's got to be 23.7 because we do fractional points for our kickers. That needs to go. Please. Please. Why do I have to wait for Craig? And if he's in a bad mood, then I don't even know if I won because of stupid
So
kicker
funny.
bullshit. And PPC again, dude. Why can Lamar throw 15 completions for 300 or Kyler Murray, but no, if fucking somebody goes out and throws 40 completions for 200 yards like Russ Wilson or
Yeah.
something, he's lighting you up, dude. I don't like it. It doesn't
It's
equate. You, it doesn't equate to real football. Like you don't want your guy to launch a long bomb. You want him to fucking dink and dunk all the way down the field. That's corny. We got to
that is
stop that
stupid.
shit.
It's gone on far too long.
It
Far
has,
too long.
dude. Look what Jared Goff was doing. Like
Yeah.
90 points, 90
Yeah.
plus. Like, get out of here. I
Yeah.
mean, he
It's
had a good game. He threw for 440 and 5 touches. Like, isn't it enough to give him 80? No, you got to give him that. Like, stop it, dude. Stop.
well, hey, I think we should try to push through the half point at least points per completion.
Yeah, because then every quarterback's got a chance, dude. And then,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So those are 3 points that we can bring up.
I like it.
What do you think about the postseason playoffs for the losers? like the playoff bracket for the losers.
I
Are you
say
good?
we retrofit it starting last year when I took it down.
Sure, why not?
All right then, I'm
This
in.
this year doesn't count.
Yeah, well, this counts too. I mean, it counts double. So,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So you get the first and second.
And you get the third and fourth.
I'll
That's
take it.
fine. I'm good with that.
That works for
Or
me.
vice versa. I'll let you have first and fourth. I'll take second and third. However you want to do it. But essentially, we both get two in the top four. Then we're talking.
Uh, I also want to give a quick shout out to Delling's comment. He cracked me up whenever he said Kevin Bean was like a true like assassin when he traded away Jamar because he had the master plan to go to Rizzo's the night Sunday night football.
Listen, that is him
Damn
deflecting,
shit.
doing the best that he can to deflect away from his stupid Reishi Rice trade. And one more thing that I want to talk about before we finish. Both these guys that made the championship, look, you want to say, and I was saying a lot of this WR1 for free shit, and they did both get one, but
Yeah,
they also both lost. You had Reishi Rice on one, you had Chris Godwin on the other, two super megastars at WR, and they fought through, put together
yeah,
the right squad. You gotta like it, dude.
I do. I do. I like it. That, like I said, they're definitely deserving. Um, and then Delling and Craig both said that Delling's trade actually helped us take down Craig, which I think is just stupid because apparently Delling would have won the first round, played Craig and lost. So, and Delling tried to take credit for that. You know what I mean? So get out of
He
here.
would. Yeah, he would. He would. Well, you got to put a positive spin on it if he can. He's trying his hardest. We'll give him that. But everybody knows that's the worst trade in the last 5 years. I mean,
But
what can you say?
if he was like officially out of it, then I'd be okay with it. Whatever.
Right.
If you're like
Exactly.
2 and
Who
11.
sabotages their own team like that, Brian?
Yeah. All right.
And another thing, and one last thing is that when Jalen Hurts got concussed and he got 5 points or whatever, that there was just this sense of relief. Like, imagine that having that happen, in the
Yeah.
Final Four, like that would have been so sick, dude.
Yep.
So I think everything worked out the way it should, and I'm hoping we get a good title game. We need Keenan to get moving, dude.
I know, dude. He's not got too much yet. Let's see. Well, it's like raining cats and dogs there, so that probably has something to do with it. Let's
Yeah, I
check out
I
these
tried to
power
watch a
rankings.
little. Yeah, see, I
I
lost
got you
some
down
power.
great score. Look at that. Number 6 is in the title game, and number 8.
And where did they? And Ed picked from number 8, and
That's right.
Treesize was third. Was he third
I
with
think that's
Just
right.
Jeff?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all
Because
right.
he took Just Jeff. He said he couldn't pass on Just Jeff, and he passed on a Monroe.
And if you want to go a little bit further, I believe Balls Deep was 5 and Craig was 12. So it just goes to show you, dude,
Yeah,
you could win
yeah,
from anywhere. And Craig really fumbled the corner. I swear to you, dude. And the reason the Jamar Chase trade is so bad is because it made Craig look so good this year when he really he'd have had a hard year,
yeah.
dude, if he didn't have Chase. So
He probably had at least 2 or 3 less wins.
absolutely.
So
Are you
he
kidding me,
might
dude? He
still,
went for
yeah,
60 a couple times.
yeah. It was
I
disgusting.
know he butt fucked me like when we
Oh
played,
man,
but
now, dude, now I can't make it for kids. The video I was about to publish this video
oh
for
yeah.
kids. That was so close.
Darn it, dude. And I was like trying to rein it in too. Well, I better smoke this bowl now. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Um, so,
That's good stuff. That's from a man down the street. And that's all I gotta say about that.
alrighty, alrighty then. So
No, it's
anyway,
definitely not kid friendly. Listen,
no, no, yeah,
these
we
are
passed
like
that.
these are private, right? Like, I don't even, I d- I'm always afraid because like Rosie and I are kind of linked on our YouTube. Like if Rosie makes any keystrokes on the internet, I know about it. I know what she Googles. I know what she watches on YouTube. 10-year-olds, you got to keep an eye on them.
That's a good
But
idea.
if they, I swear, if they ever click into one of these, they're gonna be like, no, you know what? They're gonna be like, yeah, that's my dad. That's
You're like,
pretty much
yeah,
how
that checks
I am.
out. That's funny.
They're always listening, Brian, even when you think they're not. So.
They are subscribers to this channel, guaranteed.
They know where to find it. All their
Yeah,
friends do too. Like your dad's on again. Well, he sure says cock a lot, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. But it's he gets excited about his
yeah, it's my
fantasy.
dad.
That's dad.
Your old
Still loves
dad. All right, did we have any trainings this week? I pretty much checked out. I feel like people were picked up.
I feel bad for our league mates who like really enjoy the podcast because I have zero notes. I
Zero,
do zero research.
big
I
zero.
don't care like I did. It's,
But don't you
I
think that
kind
they
of
all feel that
care,
way?
but like no, I sleep fine now. I'm not tossing and turning worried about whether Ed's gonna catch up or not, dude. I really don't care, but I see that you cut Yongwei Koo though. That's a tranny. Do you want to
That's
explain
true.
that cut?
Well, the cut was, you know
He
what,
should have
you're
been a ninth round
injured,
keeper, is all.
and here's the reason why. It's so funny. Jetty, Jetty said on the side, "Hey, what do you want to bet on our game last week?" And I said, "I don't know. What do you think?" And he's like, "I don't know, five large." And I was like, "Five large what?"
He says 5 grand.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
That's
And
five large in my book, I think.
I'd say at least 5K. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. He's like, okay, how about a six pack? I'm like, okay, deal. So I was like, if we're putting a six pack on it, I'm gonna drop my kicker, who's on the IR. I'm gonna pick somebody up, Jake Elliott, and that was the reasoning behind that, and it
Well,
worked
hang
out.
on a second. Did you win?
I did.
What happened?
I crushed him, and it wasn't because of the kicker, but I crushed him.
Oh, that's what your team did go nuts,
It was like
dude.
almost
That was
240 or something.
holy shit.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird, dude? And that's so the
it is.
weirdest thing about fantasy. It's
That's
like,
why I don't get caught up in it. That's why I don't think it's worth like any true mental energy other than just for fun.
well, and the other thing I was starting to think is there a chance that Craig's like autistic for fantasy football? Like, why?
I mean, I think he spends a lot of time on it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if he's
well,
out there. I don't know
I
if he's
was
on the
thinking about
spectrum, but
like Maddie when we were giving them the juice earlier this year when he didn't put KW3 in. But I gotta tell you, dude, the last few weeks around my house, I can understand it, dude. If you have more than one kid, like just having one kid, you can still play a solid game. But if you have
yeah,
like
yeah.
multiple
Oh
children,
yeah,
dude,
that's tough.
it
That's
gets
tough.
fucking weird. Um, so that's what makes fantasy hard. But and
Kids,
Craig doesn't have any kids running around, right?
that's true.
So
That
he gets
he knows of.
Imagine the times where you're trying to look at something and then Chris will say, "Hey, Brian, can you help me carry this something over to the something? I do it myself, but my back hurts, or some shit like that, dude." Or
Right in the
Noah's
middle
like,
of setting your
"Daddy."
lineup. Yep. Help me with this Lego set.
Yeah.
Um, anyways, yeah, like you're in the middle of setting the lineup, and that happens, and it throws the entire day off, and yeah, the rest is
Or you're
just
just like thinking about it, this superstar tight end, and you're reading some articles and then you lose the thread, dude, and
you
then
do.
someone else picks him up for $1, dude.
Yeah. So,
Anyway,
anyways, what else we
I
got
don't know.
here? Oh,
PTJ got cut. The
they got
disc
cut. This
hit
guy
the
did.
bricks. Yeah. I think everybody was I cut somebody too. I forget who I cut. Noah Brown, maybe. It was just somebody that I didn't like the juju of him being on my
Yeah,
team.
yeah, there he is.
The Bobby
That,
Trees syndrome.
that was
Yeah.
11 days ago, but yeah,
So I still did it though, and that's nice.
we probably talked about it last week. Anyway,
Well, there's nothing to talk about, Brian. So when that happens, I don't know. My keeper guy caught a touchdown again, and almost
hey,
two, actually.
dude, I literally get the tranny of the week because I'm the only one that picked anyone up, which is crazy.
Honestly, no. I think that Will Disley being cut is any other week, dude.
Addition by subtraction.
No, all right, yeah. You know what? And he went out and performed. He swept a leg a few times
Yep.
and showed Craig what he could really do. Even though when Craig had him, he wasn't very good. So yeah, good tranny of the week. Final tranny of the week, Brian.
And
You're the last tranny.
and I was the last contested tranny of the week
Oh
too.
my God, dude.
I crushed those trannies this year.
You crushed those fourth in the power rankings. I mean, I'm surprised you're not in a championship game,
Oh
honestly.
man. There obviously were no trades. I mean, I guess does the trade window open like after Tonto goes over? I think
I
trades
think
start getting
so.
out. Yeah, like
I
for
think
the off
so. Yeah.
season.
So Gags, let's talk about BTJ. I want my boy back, please.
Yeah, and
Talk to
yeah,
me.
if you want Godwin, he's available.
Oh my God.
Not kidding.
I'm sure he is available because you're not keeping him, which is all the more reason why giving away Malik Neighbors is just so horrifying. But Godwin in the
Hey,
fourth would be nice if he, wasn't coming off of another severe injury. What is the
I'm trying to
injury
talk it
anyway?
out.
Is it is
I
it
don't
like
know.
it? What happened to him? Was it
I
an
honestly
ankle or
don't
a
know.
knee?
I know he's on my team, but I really am not 100% sure. I should know this because of Baker Mayfield, but I don't.
Don't you
But
hate
I know
when
I'm not keeping him.
every single time you sign into Yahoo, you got these notifications and it's like Chris Godwin has been cut by 136,493 teams.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care. I'm not
Well, not
cutting him.
mine. Well,
He's
not mine.
mine.
He's staying with me. He's not going
That is
anywhere.
the most dude. I wish you could. And there's no way to turn it off. Believe me, I actually have a friend who like hacked into and figured out from the inside, and he said there is no. You can't. It's not possible to turn that off. Roster alerts is what it is. The worst thing in the world. Or when they're like mid game, right? Like Achan gets concussed, and then they're like, Devin Achan is O and in your lineup currently. It's like you motherfucker. You think I don't know he's O? You fucking asshole. I'd swap him out if I could, dude, but I can't.
That's so
Fucking
funny.
dicks.
Thanks, Yahoo.
Yeah, you guys are crushing it. I should pay the extra money. You guys are unbelievable. Shit's
That's
fucking
too,
hilarious.
that's too
All right, well,
funny.
yeah, let's get to this first very important matchup. This is for the seventh place world championship, Brian.
It is. I was actually going to go through this, but do you want to make a call on it real quick?
Yeah, let's just go real quick. All right, a quarterback. We got Baker for a buck going against Jaden Daniels. Give me Jaden Daniels.
All right, give me Baker.
And then we got Metcalf, Ridley, and Collins versus Hopkins, BTJ, and Michael Wilson. Uh, give me BTJ. Fuck it.
Yeah, give me Gags.
All right, and then a running back, Jalen Warren with 16, and Taylor. Thanks, Jonathan
Where did
Taylor.
that come from, dude?
How many teams have already been
Oof,
eliminated that he are like,
he
fuck you,
crushed.
JTT for
I
50
know.
points?
Seriously,
What a
40
dick,
some
dude.
points.
What an asshole.
Give
And he held onto the ball all the way across the goal line, Brian,
me
each time.
the
Going up
entire way.
against Connor and Pacheco. I guess I'll take your running backs.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Um,
mine.
and the easiest of all easies that
I
ever
know.
easied the easy, Brian. We've got BB squared versus Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Give
Give me
Give me
Bowser.
Rock Powers. Oh my God, dude. He's one of your keepers for sure. And then in the flex,
Yeah,
hey,
no doubt.
Jerome Ford cleans up when Nick Chubb gets
Yeah,
hurt. Going against Josh Downs. Actually, pretty good matchup.
give me Ford.
I'm gonna take Downs. All right, and
Okay.
then a kicker, we got Sweet Leg versus a groupie. With a 666 projection. Give me a satanic groupie, dude.
Yeah, give me Groupie.
And finally, we got Baltimore with 35 points, but only 23 because we don't adjust the scores for losery losers like you guys. Going up against Philly, give me Baltimore.
Baltimore, they're gonna crush. Would you say 35?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because we don't adjust scores for losers, Brian. And finally, and only finally, they had 23. I'm gonna give it to you because
Okay.
you stuck it out all year and you got eliminated like I got eliminated and had to, show our pain all across the
Live.
internet worldwide, dude.
That's right. That's right. And Craig had to show it for what? 1 week. 1 week. We were out there at least. I was out there 3 weeks. You were out there 2 weeks.
And when you have seven championships, dude, are you even really mad? You're almost kind of enjoy it because it's like, well, it'll be nice to have a break from it. Like, do you even care at that point? Like, you just,
Dude,
I'm the best. I'm always going to be the best. And no
dude,
one, I mean,
scared this
if
year
Tree
because of
Sites
the
wins this year, Brian, he will have to live. Wait a second. Hold on. 20, 120, 132 plus 44. He'd have to live to be 175 to tie Craig, all right? At the pace that he's going.
Right. He might do it.
He
He,
might do it. But then, if Craig lives to be 175, then he'll have 93 championships. So,
so,
all right, why don't you give us what we really came here for,
all
Brian?
right. We came here to the only reason we did this podcast tonight is to respect these two gentlemen. Did I really want to do the podcast other than see Baylor's, beautiful face over there? Of course not. I'd rather
Hell
just be
no.
just playing with toys, playing with Noah's toys, hanging out. Anyways, we've got two teams that really want this. I don't know if you listened to Craig's recap. I listened to about half of it. He said that Tree Slice has been to three other Tonto Bulls. He's lost them all. This is his fourth title game, and he's looking to secure his first championship in 22 years. Ed Logger, I'm not sure what the 3 for 3 means. Is that 3 for 3 that he? Oh,
Played and beat Craig three times.
beautiful. Still coming strong with that game. And I like that he didn't even put his icon about Tree Slice in the Tonto Bowl. He put it straight on Craig's back. I love it. 3 for 3.
He said to me, he said, no matter what happens in the Tonto Bowl, I've never been happier.
Oh, I
He's
love
like,
it.
I feel wonderful. He did us all a favor, and now
He did.
Craig has to keep track of this hooker, well, the money that he spent on a hooker. Um,
I was thinking the same thing.
and as far as this recap goes, I said to Maggie the other day, I was like, now I know why Brian watches on 1.5% speed or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Because, dude, I was having a hard time falling asleep until I put that shit on, and I swear to you, I was gone, dude.
yeah.
10 minutes. I don't know, he should be like a sleep. He could work at a sleep center, when people have to go get tested while
Well,
they sleep and just read to them.
I think Deli has said that he actually did put Finnegan to sleep with his actual YouTube video before his recap. So
Look, dude,
the science is
it,
in.
there's something to be said about, a nice, like, docile tone like that. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but I sure get tired when I turn it on, Brian.
Getting back to their matchup last week, um,
Oh, how
did
sick was
did
that,
you happen
dude?
to watch the end of that game? I didn't watch any of it until the very end, where Rashad, when it was getting close, and Rashad White kept getting he caught a check down. He's running the ball a few
Oh my
times.
God. Dude, listen. When he caught that
Brutal.
first, right before he fumbled, I'm thinking, oh my God, he's within like
Yeah,
four. He's
like
he's like two dump offs from winning this thing. I'm like, and I knew he was gonna get it.
yep,
They
yep,
were in the hurry up offense. Bucky wasn't coming in, right?
nope.
Dude, had he not fumbled, I think Craig would have won, honestly.
I
And
kind of
so
agree.
and when he says that, like, Dalton Schultz catching a touch, no, that's not what beat you, dude. What beat you was putting the worst fucking human being on the planet in your lineup when it really mattered. How many times have I said it? I hate
Yeah.
Rashad White. He sucks. He's a piece of garbage. His
And
YPC is dog shit. And at the end of the day, he fucked you, Craig. And maybe you'll start to share the sentiments I have about him. He
I
sucks,
think
and
he
I'll
will.
never love him.
I think he absolutely will because he basically said exactly what you just uttered there during his recap. He said that, if he hadn't fumbled, he probably just needed two quick checkdowns for him to take that game. Two checkdowns for like 25 yards, he's got it. So,
And he
uh,
fumbled with both hands. Dude, he had both hands on the
I
ball.
know. So he said that he's officially going to stop wearing the Rivers jersey because it's finally lost its magic.
Well, that's
So
okay because that Romo jersey is going to fit real nice next year now, isn't it? Is
yes,
that what he
yes.
gets
Yeah, if you
when
choke in
you
the
get
first round,
first
yeah,
and then one and done, right? Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
Romo?
It's
He's
more Romo. I
Romo.
think it's no. I think Romo is more just choking in the playoffs because
Well,
Romo
I
never
thought
won
it
one.
was like when you're the one seed, like you always are,
Oh,
right? When you're
yeah,
the
right.
one seed and then you lose in
Yeah,
the
that's
first round,
fair.
like you
Yeah,
always do, Brian.
that's true. That's true.
Then you put that
Oh,
then you put that number 9 on and you feel good about it. Wake up, Keenan Allen. Hello, we need dude. Come on.
I
All
know.
right.
All right,
No,
let's
what
get
a
back to
what a
this
great
Tonto
game.
Bowl.
It was such a great game between those two guys.
It
Both
really
high
was.
scoring.
Awesome
And it took,
Magic. He unfortunately crushed your stepson, but
yeah,
yeah,
well,
it
I
is
mean,
what it is.
he is related to me because look what happened. Look what
Yeah,
happened to him.
yeah. But you know what?
Yeah,
Power to him. He's going to be going for the third place game 2 years in a row for his first 2 years in the league. So shout out to him
I'm sure that he would trade all the third place games, Brian, for one championship,
for
but
one Tonto Bowl.
yeah,
Of
absolutely.
course he would. Well, all right.
But yeah, no, very respectful. He played hard. Good season from him. Good
Yep.
season from everybody. But let's just get right into
Let's
who
get right.
who's
Well, we can't just get right into it because we've been talking about it for about 5 to 10 minutes already. So how about we say, let's finally get into it. We've
let's
got
finally.
Ed Logger, the fourth seed, going up against Possum Magic, the second seed. He had a lot of action already, but we weren't about to do podcasts on a Tuesday on Christmas Eve, so we had to just we have a lot more information we ever normally have. But let's get right into it. We've got for quarterback Ed Logger trotting out Aaron Rodgers. You know, and he's got it going on in the playoffs. He got him through two playoff victories. Him and Adams are hooking up. He's got him cozied up. I get it. Going up against Lamar. He played yesterday on Christmas Day. I mean, he put up a respectable two passing TDs, one rushing TD, and like you said, Bigler, he only comes out with 41. Like, there's something wrong with that. Like, I feel like he should have a little bit more points than that for based on what he actually did on the field. I think he had a long run too.
Well, and they
Um,
took him. They took him out early too, like with what whole fourth quarter essentially.
I didn't really watch the game. Is that true?
Oh yeah, dude, and they were just running it with Keaton Mitchell, and Henry came back in a couple times, but essentially no, they didn't. He only threw what 15 passes, I think, in that
Yep,
game.
yep. 10
Anyway,
completions.
I guess the bottom line is, will Aaron Rodgers score more than 41.1? And I believe he will. So I'll go
I
with that.
I believe he will as well. So give me Aaron Rodgers in Buffalo. I'm gonna guess the weather's gonna be decent up there, so I think he's gonna do just fine. All right, and for the receiving position, we've got Devontae Adams, who he has just been his all-star in the
Stuck.
playoffs, absolute
Stuck.
stud. Keenan Allen showing up huge last week. Like these big names from like 5 years ago are coming back to life. And then he unfortunately got Zay Flowers, only put in five
Mm.
on Christmas Day. Going up
Showing his
against,
floor. Gross.
yeah, going up against Just Jeff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Scary Terry. We love it when it's easy.
We love when it's easy, Brian. And scary. Scary is the right word for that. That is
Yeah,
scary for Ed. Like he needs a miracle if Keenan
yeah.
Allen doesn't get his shit
I mean,
together.
that's like,
He already, I mean, already with Zay at 5, like that's not good.
hmm, not at all. And Keenan with only 2.6 in the halfway through the third. That's tough. It's raining like crazy.
Is it really? I haven't
Yeah, that's
watched. Is
why.
it like almost unplay? I mean,
It's
obviously,
it's bad. It looks like a pretty strong downpour.
it's a
So,
game you wish you had Seattle Steve going.
oh my goodness, yeah, it's a perfect Seattle defense game. But anyways, we're taking tree size. And Craig was giving us a little bit of flack saying that, what are you guys, how are you guys saying that tree size might have the best trio of receivers? And he's like, he definitely does. He definitely has the best receivers. And then he went through all the statistics to support it. And whatever, Craig, we get it. He's got the best. He's got the best trio. It's obvious. I don't think we
You
ever
mean out
really
of these two, or just in
in
general?
in general, in general.
Well, okay, but this we're talking after some of these guys traded away. These, you know what I mean? This is
Yeah,
after the trade deadline. Like,
exactly.
I don't know. I like Discos. I'll give me Discos receivers. Actually,
That's hilarious. I thought you work your team in there. All right. In running back position, we got Saquon and Ramondre going up against Dowdle and King Henry. King Henry
mm.
had a very average game for King Henry in December. Give me Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley. Well, okay, so Dowdle plus 27 and a half versus man. Okay, let me just say this. Fucking New England better have the fucking offensive output of their life if Ed has a chance in this thing. Um, give me Derrick Henry.
Okay, fair. I mean, it's gonna be good. Gonna be good indeed. And look at that. Tree size was only 3 yards away from a bonus. 150 is a bonus, right? Or is it 200?
It's just 100, and then
100 and 200.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Um,
yeah.
but
Receiving's 150 and 225, I believe.
that's right. That sounds right. All right. In this next matchup for the tight ends, we've got Double H Hunter Henry going up against Tucker Craft.
You got to go with Hunter Henry, the man who brought you
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
promised land.
Give me Hunter Henry.
Can you believe that fucking? Okay, so that was a 11-point play or something
Huge
for
play.
Ed in a
Yeah.
game that he won by 5. So,
I mean, that was you can't narrow it down to one play, but since it was like kind of late in the day and everything, like, was, I don't know. It
well,
just
yeah,
seemed,
I mean, not to mention he's going against the other guy's defense, and then it
yes.
takes away,
Yeah.
right? So the score, so that was -3 for Craig, whilst being,
Correct. Correct.
9 or whatever. So yeah, it was a big play. Anyway, yeah, give me the gay double
Okay.
H.
Nice. All right. And for the flex, we've got a true hero coming out of Hillbillies on PCP. He made the championship game by himself, representing my squad. My neighbors, Malik neighbors, going up against Michael Pittman Jr. Gimme,
We like
gimme.
when it's easy. Brian, give me neighbors. My neighbors.
I love that. All right. Kicking, we've got Reichard going up against Sanders in Cleveland. Reichard's at home versus Green Bay. Give me Reichard.
I thought I've never heard his name pronounced by a commentator, so he was Richard in my
Okay.
head. So
Uh,
give me Richard, dude. That
okay.
guy's
Okay.
stroking it.
He is.
He
Sanders is not going to get
stroke
23 again.
man, stroke man. That was the That's
Oh,
what I think about when he kicks. Oh wait, do we have points? Wait, go scroll up. Did
hold
Keenan
up.
catch a pass? Oh my
Uh,
God. Yeah, he
Super
did.
18. Yes,
Oh,
he
he caught a
does.
2-yard pass. Way to go,
Yes.
Keenan. Keep him in it, dude. Let's go. The
All right.
fucking 2-yard completion.
That's
Come on.
ridiculous. And then
Ooh.
finally, we got the Denver D on the road in Cincy, going up against Minnesota at home versus Green Bay.
Hmm.
Whew, that's tough. Give me Minnesota at home.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Although, is Cincy are they finally
They're
technically
not.
eliminated? They're
They're not. They
still
haven't. They
alive.
actually.
What
They
else do
need.
we have in the bed? Neither
Yeah.
of these guys has a tranny, by the way. So like when Aaron Rodgers popped up on the injury report, and then it's like
Yeah.
Russell Wilson playing on a Wednesday, it's like you better hope fucking what's Aaron Rodgers is healthy because you're fucked otherwise with a
That's
0. You know what
true.
I'm saying?
Is there a chance of
So
him not playing?
at the beginning of the week. I mean, I think before Pittsburgh played, he said he was going to play, but still, risky business. What if he turns an ankle in
That's
Saturday's warm-ups
very,
or some
very
shit?
risky.
Anyway, yeah, you always like to have a tranny there, but yeah, Chicago's D probably wasn't a great play either. So yeah, you got to go with Purple Power in this one.
Apparently, getting back to the real NFL, Cincinnati has to win out, and they need Denver to lose 2 games. They're playing them once, and then they have a tough schedule. I forget who else they play. Might be
Since he
Baltimore.
plays Pittsburgh, don't
They
they, the
do.
last week?
They do. And they could
Yeah,
beat us.
yeah.
They could
Well,
definitely
I
beat
think
us.
that's a winnable game for Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Did
me,
they,
oh,
did
me
they
too.
beat them last time? I
I
mean,
think
Pittsburgh's in, right?
we're in, so we don't really have to win. Um, but I
But
think
Pittsburgh's still playing for the division, right?
nah, I don't know if we officially lost it or not. But I think it's more of an outside chance now since Baltimore won, we lost.
It's weird that like after 2 weeks, Baltimore was 0-2, heading to
Yeah.
Dallas on the road, and people were like, "This team's totally fucked."
Yep. Yep. And now they're crushing. They beat
Yeah.
Houston, didn't even get any offensive points. That's crazy.
Oh, that was yeah. What happened? I think Craig cursed you when he said you had the best keeper.
I know
Like,
he cursed
what
you and he
happened
cursed
to
me.
Christ, comma Jesus,
I
dude?
don't know. I don't know. I mean, I was so excited to keep him next year, but obviously that's not happening.
Well, you found yourself a diamond in the rough there, Aladdin. So don't worry about it,
I
buddy.
did. I did. Oh, I did.
You street rat, you came
That's
out with
so
Brock
funny.
Bowers.
And that's so true. So true.
What what a
Um,
what a special pick that was for you. Who knew?
was more special. I
The
mean,
guy's a
I'm not
fucking
gonna lie.
monster.
I was hyped on him. Like they were pumping him up before the draft, so I was excited to get him. Did I think he was going to turn into the top tight end? No, of course not. I was hoping for like top maybe seven.
Speaking of which, what the fuck? Mr. No Touchdown couldn't even put up points this past week for my
Yeah.
stepson.
Hopefully he
He
brings
picked
it
be
home.
like, now he needs to catch 9 touchdowns this week, Brian,
9 touchdowns to take down
to
Trubisky.
balance the universe out, you know?
I
Anyway,
hope.
overall, dude, I
Yeah.
mean, okay. I, well, okay, first of all, I think Tree Size is going to win.
Yeah.
And I am cool with that. In fact, I'm
You
so
have to
cool
be.
with it that I don't know. Man, I love Ed too,
I
but
do too.
it, dude, it felt like Tree Size's year from the beginning. And I don't know. I think
His
that he navigated some tough spots, but he never relinquished any of the guys that he drafted.
he
You
didn't
know,
give up. He didn't give up hope.
he stuck with Minnesota's D from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Lamar and
It
Henry.
was like he'd be in these horrible matchups against San Francisco and some of these teams they're supposed to lose, and it just came out and did their thing, and he trusted them. I don't know, dude. I think uh, I'm not saying Ed doesn't deserve it because, but I think Tree Size might deserve this one the most. If you add the how well he played this year with the length of drought that he's gone through, yeah, I think it's his time, dude, and I'm rooting for that to happen.
Me
But I'm
too.
cool if Ed wins, but I
Yeah.
think I'm ready to be the loseriest loser in this league, dude.
I think during this podcast you've come to terms with it, and it's beautiful. I got to see the entire transformation. Um, so Tree Size, I believe, is going to be the champion this year. Ed put a great squad together. He put up a solid team. Barkley is an absolute monster. I'm sure he wishes he could keep him. He can't. Um, Maybe Rodgers and Devontae will surprise us and put up, 100 points by themselves. I mean, that could definitely
I mean, it
happen.
definitely could happen. Anything could happen, dude. It's
Yeah,
very early.
but
This doesn't
but
mean shit, but
but I'm leaning towards Tresize, and I think he's gonna have a surprise MVP. And Pittman is his boy, even though he hates him. It's a love-hate relationship, and I think Pittman's gonna just put up 2 touchdowns, put up 30, 40 points, and he's gonna take him to the promised land, and he's gonna hoist that first Tonto trophy in 22 years. Literally half of his life, it took him to win a Tonto
that's
Bowl.
why you got it. How could you
Yeah,
not, dude? That'd be like rooting against Cleveland in the
I
Super Bowl,
know.
dude.
You
I
just
could never do that.
no
Oh,
one could.
never do that, Brian. And I believe okay, so if Ed wins, he'll buy a Barkley jersey. Now, if you were Tree Size and you won, which one of these gentlemen would you put that jersey?
It'd have to be Lamar or King Henry. It'd have to be.
I'd have to give it to Derrick Henry
Yeah.
because he
I,
got him at the bottom of the second. Everybody passed on him, including me, and I thought that at the time it was not a great pick. I even said it on this, and I'm stupid, and I sucked cock for beer change
changed.
because I think Derrick Henry in the bottom of the second was the best draft pick, regardless of what happens here. Um, the guy is, I don't know, dude, timeless classic or something.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, if
Absolutely.
he's third coming back, dude, that means that you, me, Craig, Juddy, all these people are just like, fuck you. And I don't know, dude. Like, what a
It's
draft pick.
unreal. It's unreal. And Barkley was too. Barkley made it pretty far in the first round, and I think he's deserving of MVP. See how he finishes the year out, but I think Josh Allen's going to get it in real life. Um, but yeah, Henry.
Probably.
I love the matchup of Henry versus Barkley because it's two best running backs in the game. Um, yeah, but Ed, it's no secret you're the underdog. When you look at the receivers, doesn't mean you can't win, but you're on paper you're the underdog. Um,
They even took a yard away from Keenan. Isn't
oh my
that the perfect
goodness, oh
metaphor?
my
He can't
goodness.
even have 3.8. That's fucking bullshit, dude. They went back and adjusted that. They were like, "Oh, that was actually 4.44 yards, so it was not a half a like get the fuck out of here."
That's too
Actually,
funny.
that's like essentially what I beat Maddie by is one
Yeah,
half of 1 yard. That's hilarious.
that is too funny. Like a half a yard. It's like
Like anybody cares, dude. I wasn't
no,
even watching.
18 inches. I love it.
I wasn't even watching, and then I just like clicked onto the app. You know what sucks when you're not in like one of these matchups on the app on your phone is that when I click on my team for matchup, all it says is my number of points and what place I finished in. And then
Ooh,
if I
yeah.
want to look at like Ed's matchup, I have to go to league, then I have to click into the
Same,
standings, then I have to
same.
click over to playoffs. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
It's annoying.
I hate Yahoo. They suck so much. Anyway,
But they do
what a
tell you
great
when you
season,
got
dude. I
drafted.
don't know. I don't know. I don't, my problem is like with these current points out here and these, dude, it's hard to see a path where Ed wins this game. But
It
I
could,
mean, Barkley can put 50 on you anytime he wants.
and
So,
Rodgers and Adams, they have nothing to lose.
oh man, that game
Nothing to lose.
was so meaningful. So what do we got? His whole team. So he'll pretty much know by 4 o'clock. I think we'll know what's
On
going on
Sunday.
because
Yeah.
it's only kicker and defense at 4 o'clock Sunday,
Yeah,
and I
good
mean he's
point.
got a Monra Monday,
Right. That's
Sunday night McLaurin. Yeah,
yeah,
so he's kind of spread out, and his guys have produced so far. So
yeah.
yeah, it's
And
hard to see Edwin in this game. Is all.
Amon-Ra might be like the victory lap, because it's just going to be meaningless if he's in the lead.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully Keenan will catch a touchdown and make this a
Yeah.
exciting
Like
game.
salvage this. Get maybe
I mean, you
15.
don't, yeah, you hate to see someone win by 100. You want it to be close. Like,
Agreed.
so, if Tree Size was down like 15 with Amon Ra, that would be almost perfect, 15 to 20 or something. But no, something about me thinks he'll be ahead anyway. Like you said, a little victory lap. That
Yep.
way it can be like, see, Maddie's trade didn't matter. Because
Exactly.
look, I mean, Amon-Ra and Rico combined for 27 points last week. So it's not like, and he had a bye on his own. So it's not like they even won him a matchup yet. So
So the real victory will be with Detling for making the best trade of the year. It didn't actually matter.
next year, yeah, until Mahomes just runs Reishi into a safety again or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. That'd be karma right there.
Yeah, dude, listen, Reishi. I tried to trade for him. Like I was thankful that he didn't trade me, but losing him right at the beginning of the year and still bouncing back and being in first most of the year, if it wasn't
Yeah.
for Craig and his stupid Jamar, and if it wasn't for that Jamar Chase trade, I think Tree Sice might be the one going for double champion. Like without Jamar Chase, I think Tree Sice would have been the 1 seed.
Oh, easily, easily. Yeah, I can't believe he
So,
didn't finish with the 1 seed.
oh, poor balls deep. 91 point loss, blowout of the week. Mm.
Man, that is annoying.
He's definitely related because that's a disco move right there. But at least, hey, when it's that bad, then you don't have to even worry. Like when Josh had Jamar Chase and he put up like 70.
On Detling.
Matty didn't even have to like, and Matt, he was beat before he even went to work.
I was gonna say that was pretty early, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was that
that was a 1 o'clock game when
game?
Jamar
Yeah.
Chase like punched him in the
So
mouth.
yeah, it was pretty much over before it started.
Oh, it's so funny. That's what you get, Matty.
Um, yeah, that's what you get indeed. I'm sure Delling, if we really got him to like take the truth serum, he would say that like he regrets that trade because he would have been in the playoffs and he would have won a game in the playoffs. Like that's way more fun than having an injured Rasheed Rice on your bench.
And
So
then subsequently losing to Disco, who didn't even set his lineup, and his quarterback got 5 points.
that's not fun either.
Yeah, no,
So
I
I'm sure he regrets it.
spotted him 50 at quarterback, and he still couldn't beat me, Brian. Pretty sad.
Well, it's kind of crazy because like he lost in the playoffs with a quarterback who scored him like nearly 90 points, or was it over 90?
It was 92, Brian.
Yeah. So you lose the playoff matchup when a quarterback scores like almost a Honda on his own.
I've never seen anything like that, honestly, because
Oh,
well, first of all, when Cousins scored 85, he crushed. I know that. It's not hard to like
right.
piece together another like 100 points with the rest of your guys. Like, what does that say about his well,
How
it was
much?
Cooper and Cooper, dude. They got
That's true. They got
they got
goose eggs.
bagels each
Yep.
and then they combined Cooper. Like what the fuck happened to those guys, dude?
That's bizarre. I mean, the Cooper Cup game, it was like also like rainy and like just horrible weather, but still to have both of those guys put up zeros,
Well, and
that's
then turn around and then Cup got five and Cooper got two the next week.
yeah.
Oh, that's
So
disgusting. So seven
again,
points
fantasy's
between them in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's pretty gross.
really gross. But I don't know. What do you think? You got any final thoughts? Are you ready to wrap this up?
I'm always ready to wrap it up, Brian, especially when
Okay.
I've been up since 4:30 in the
So
morning.
we're gonna put a bow on it. Um,
Um, no, the only thing I will say is that I thank you for doing this podcast. We crushed it this
yeah,
year, I think.
likewise, right back at
It's
you.
it's really hard to do when your team's not winning,
Yes.
and when
We
you
fought
get
hard.
these in gut punch losses that we,
Yes,
including the game that we played together,
that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
it's a wild year, but fun, definitely fun. But I think it just proves that like anybody can win this league anytime. It's just never give up on your team, I guess.
That's right.
Is like
Never
my
ever.
final point. Like Gagsy made a run. He never quit, dude, and I respect that. Like the thing that
Yeah,
Maddie did, I can't respect that. So
I'm with you a
I don't
thousand
know.
percent.
Because
But
Gagsy would have killed to make the playoffs. He'd have never made that trade. But anyway,
getting back
yeah,
to your
no, it was an
earlier
awesome
point,
year, and
yeah,
I hope that the championship is close and fun.
me too. But getting back to your earlier point, when you have two kids and Deli now is in the midst of two toddlers, that throws a wrench into things. So
It
I
sure
think
does.
I don't think he wanted to quit on the season, but maybe his judgment wasn't as good as it would have been if he had one or zero kids. So
Fair.
give him
That's
a
fair.
give him a slight pass, and he might regret what he did, but maybe he won't. Who knows? Maybe he's
Man,
like, you
he'll
know
be
what? I'm done
fine.
with this season because I don't have the mental capacity, the mental energy to really put myself into it. I don't know.
Well, not to mention, like, he wouldn't have won it all anyway, even if he
Exactly.
did keep him on Raw.
Exactly.
So at
He
the
would have.
end of the day, he's the winner because he gets, I mean, he hopes to keep ratio. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Who
Maybe
knows?
he
But
will. Maybe he won't. Who knows? I was gonna wait until the beginning of next year to let you know, but we just got signed on for another year of the podcast. It's like
yes,
huge
finally.
contract, huge signing bonus.
Well, yeah, but we have to do that homoerotic play. It's Raining Men together,
That'll
which
be off season. That's
again,
off
Crystal
season.
is good. Hey, that'll be worth it, bro. It's always worth it, Brian.
Yeah.
When
I don't think we have a budget for that, but we can still make it happen.
well, I mean, dude, we're two G strings doesn't cost that much anyway.
That's great. But yeah, it was a fun season. It's finally come to a close. Um, Not gonna lie, I'm glad Craig is out of it. Really excited that Tree and Ed, we're gonna have a brand new champion. Somebody's gonna sign that trophy for the first time. That's exciting. I'm
And have
curious,
sex with it for the first time, of
of
course, too.
course. I'm excited to see where Treesice would hold a draft. He's currently residing in like Gettysburg, or if he'd have it back in Johnstown, where he grew up.
Dude,
Uh,
I'd go to Gettysburg. We could do like a reenactment of Civil War battles
Absolutely, absolutely.
if you
So
guys want to.
I'm all for that. I'm all for it. We did a draft like near Gettysburg, Harrisburg, one of the first years Gags played. So in the middle of the state, so we could do something like that again. meet in the
Where'd
middle.
you draft at? Like a park or?
It was a bar. I don't remember.
Uh,
I don't remember if it was Hooters or something like that. But yeah, it was like a chain bar. That was kind of lame, but
dude, I still have a bad taste in my mouth from that Wimber bullshit where like they had that lesbian wedding also like outbooked us, so we had to
it was
sweat
so
nuts
hot.
outside.
It
Oh
was
my god.
literally like 94
That was
degrees.
my first year back, dude.
Wow, what a welcome back.
Seriously. All right, dude. I think we said all we can say.
I think
Let's
we said,
go. Let's
I
finish
think we
off the
said,
season. At the end of the day, I didn't win, so who really cares,
I didn't
Brian?
win, you didn't win, so it doesn't matter. But
Some
good luck,
other guy gets to win.
some other some other guy. But good luck, Tree. Good luck to Gags or Gags. Geez, sorry. Good luck to
Good luck
Ed.
to Gags too, because
Yeah,
you know
that's right.
the
He's playing me.
consolation bracket. That's what everybody's really following. Look how close it is. Look out.
All right, let's stop doing what Craig does and saying goodbye for a half hour. Um, are you ready, Disco?
I'm always ready, Brian. Goo, 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 goo.
Oh, that might have been the best of the entire year, which is fitting.
Perfect, dude.
All right. Have a wonderful evening, and I'm looking forward to Tonto Bowl 23.
Me too, dude. All right, man.
All right, later.